So what we're talking about today is Butterbier.
People should know. I mean, it's an illegal beer. We are not allowed to brew it. Hello together.
Hello, everyone.
And welcome back to the Birtel Craft Beer channel. And of course, it's still very Christmassy in here.
Can you feel it?
Yes, I do.
I took my hat off.
No, I couldn't. I will have that hat on for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, you were one of those guys.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
cool.
absolutely.
Yeah, all right, fair enough.
And today we talk about our Christmas special beer.
Yeah, this one is for the nerds out there. As you can tell, we're both Harry Potter fans.
You are?
I am. I have
True.
to. I reluctantly admit it.
Yeah. 2 weeks ago, he came into the brewery and we like to play video games. And you got Hogwarts Legacy.
I did, and I'm loving it.
And now I did it as well.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, but you need to play it on the PlayStation 5.
Well, I like my Switch. I like my little.
Switch is
It
fine.
brings me back to the Game Boy days.
Whatsoever.
And, beer podcast.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, that was the other podcast. So what we're talking about today is Butterbier.
Butterbier. I gotta open this.
Yeah, please crack it on open. So anyone who's read or the Harry Potter books or has seen any of the myriad of franchise movies that they have at this point knows about Butterbeer. It's something you get when you go to Hogsmeade. It's although I don't think they specify whether it has alcohol.
Have you ever been to the studios in London?
No, I haven't.
So I haven't as well. But there in the Warner Bros. Studios, I think.
Yeah.
They serve the Butterbeer, and it's a dessert thing without alcohol. And I think whatsoever. I just want to ask you if you've been or not.
It depends on who you ask, but I mean, in the literary... Oh, cheers.
Cheers.
I mean, he poured it, so I'm sorry. I didn't get
Yeah. Yeah,
So
you get what you expect from.
So, I mean, to me, the idea with Butterbeer is like when they go to Hogsmeade, it's like something that they get to do that's kind of adult, like they go to the pub to drink. So I always assumed, it being Britain, that 13-year-olds were going to the bar and drinking.
Yeah.
Apparently there's some controversy around that, but I don't see it. Anyway, the idea to me was to create a beer that has kind of, from the descriptions in the book, has kind of a butterscotch flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Now, anyone who's a brewer or a home brewer out there will know that
This is not a good thing.
this is not typically something you want in your beer. So I have been playing around with this idea and experimenting to make a beer that tastes like butterscotch but not diacetyl. Diacetyl is the sort of butter flavor that you get from a problematic fermentation. And so what I did was I found a place in France that made caramel in mass. Caramel de beurre, like the buttery caramel.
I love the way he's saying it. Caramel de beurre.
That's my beautiful French
Yeah,
accent.
I mean, we should maybe do it like this. Huh?
Yeah. And so basically, I played around with it and we dosed it, and we found that in the hot side, it would incorporate and ferment out. And so this beer is not for the dogmatic style.
Are you already apologizing?
No, but
yes,
it's not
you
for the
are.
dogmatic
I mean,
style
so
people.
typically brewer thing.
No.
Yeah.
No, I like it. I mean, I've drank a couple bottles already.
No, I think you hit it very well.
Because the idea is like a very kind of sweet beer.
Yeah.
Butterscotch kind of caramel flavors. And this is very much a beer that you can sit down and drink. It's a little bit sweet. It's a little bit like a pop, a little bit like a soda. It's got the pronounced flavor, but it's definitely not alcohol pop or a Smirnoff Ice. It's a beer. Absolutely. It's got tons of malt flavor. It's hopped very lightly, but it still has a little bit of bitterness counteracting the sweetness, but it has this really unique mouthfeel because of all the caramel, and a lot of the darker sugars in the caramel are not fermentable, so they remain. So you actually get quite a bit of the flavor of caramel, of butterscotch.
Yes.
And I'm really happy with it, honestly. Like, the idea was to create a butter beer, not a.
Yeah.
We didn't use any false flavorings. We didn't use any aromatics. It's all just straight ingredients, and I'm quite happy with it. It even finishes pretty clean for a sweet beer.
It does.
Yeah.
When I came in with this idea 2 years ago, and told you I want to do a butter beer. I mean, for all those who run a brewery and are not brewers, they know in what position I am. This is hard.
Well, I mean it's one of the main flavors that a brewer tries to avoid.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is also the main challenge you had with this beer.
Yeah, for sure. I didn't want it to taste like diacetyl. I didn't want it to taste like butter. I wanted it to taste like butterscotch, like a buttery caramel.
But I'm very happy what you've done.
Oh, yeah.
It's a really nice, sweet, creamy beer. You get that caramel thing.
Yeah.
And again, it's a fun beer. It's supposed to be on the table also, to have a laugh, to be nerdy about it, but also to have a good moment, feeling like being in Hogsmeade.
Yeah, exactly. And you're done with your OWLs and you pop down to Hogsmeade and you get a little tankard of some butterbeer. Something to enjoy by the fire with some good friends, you know?
Yeah.
I'm very happy.
And yes, I'm gonna commit, as I'm also a Potter fan as well. I just wanted to do that label. I had that label of that beer in my head for a couple of years. And I always thought we need to do a butter beer. And I was Googling around, and now comes the problematic thing actually about this beer, is that actually it's illegal.
Well, we weren't supposed to say that on the podcast, Daniel.
Yeah, but people should know. I mean, it's an illegal beer. We are not allowed to brew it.
But we are awaiting our cease and desist from J.K. Rowling, and then we're
gonna see. It's not J.K., it's Warner Bros.
Oh, it's Warner Bros. Okay,
but
actually,
we're gonna hang
it. It'll be like right here.
I mean, this is a fun thing. Butterbeer is, how do you say that in
trademark?
It's trademarked. Yeah. So this is a product which is trademarked, and it actually does not exist. But you are not actually. I think the name is trademarked.
Yeah.
And if we would say Ankebier, every German would understand.
Mm-hmm.
That would be probably fine. But no, of course not. We were a little bit mutig. How do you say?
Yeah, mutig. That's how I. Well, I mean, that's
brave,
how I usually say it.
Brave.
Yeah, we were brave. Yeah.
Some people say stupid. Maybe we're gonna see. But we called it Butterbeer like in the movies with the Harry Potter font, with is trademarked as well, of course.
Yeah, well,
But, I mean...
We say ask forgiveness, not permission.
But now I'm going to be really unfair to you. What
you're going to be unfair to me?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, so it's like a normal day. All right, cool.
Yeah. Okay. Where's the head?
The head, yes, I know. I used some adjuncts to improve the head retention, but due to the nature of the caramel that we were using, head retention suffered.
Okay.
Where I think we made up in flavor and body, we lost the head retention.
Okay.
That will be next year if we haven't been shut down by
Warner
Brothers. Next year, I think I have some schemes to improve the head retention, because I know when you search for butterbeer on the website, it looks quite frothy, and that's not quite fair because they used whipped cream.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, if it doesn't work out next year, anyone who pours it at the bar, you just have some whipped cream on top. And I think I think that's a fair compromise.
Yeah, and as you are an American, you can say that. If I would say something like put whipped cream on a beer, that would be very hard to say. But as an American, everybody will say, sure, he's an American. You put whipped cream on a...
Yeah, they're like, he probably has
But
diabetes.
you need to put whipped cream from Gruyere.
Yeah, double cream.
Double cream.
Yeah. Don't even need to whip it. Just pour it in.
Yeah.
Actually, You shouldn't start talking. That might be good.
Yeah, that might be good. Let's test it.
All right.
Yeah, that is our Butterbier. It's available around Christmas, normally till mid-winter. So get your Butterbier at www.birtel.ch. Yeah, and get your Butterbier. Enjoy Christmas, of course.
Yeah, of course. Do that.
Yeah, and then we're gonna have another sip. Thank you being open to do the Butterbier for us.
Hey, flexibility. It's the key.
Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to smash that subscribe button.
Oh yeah, hit like.
Yeah, and give us a like.